Hey, in this video we're taking our very first filmed YouTube video to Winding Stair Mountain Road, and we're going to do some overlanding, we're going to do some camping on Jones Creek. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey everybody, this is Robert with Sherburne Outdoors. Hey, we are cruising to Winding Stair Mountain Road to do my very first YouTube camping trip video. So we're heading out now. This is about an hour away, and if you look at the map right here, in case you guys aren't familiar with Georgia, we're going to the Chattahoochee National Forest, and we're going to go down the forest road and go pretty deep into the area there. Definitely won't be having any cell phones, and I am looking forward to this. We're going to camp at Jones Creek Dispersement, which is this great place. They do have some camping sites that have been set up by the Forestry Service. Lots of creek crossings to get there. So with that said, let's stop by the grocery store, grab a few things for dinner and a few things for breakfast, and then we will be off on our way. All right, let's go. I am so excited about this. So just living in Georgia, you know, I always do, when I first got into this overlanding, thought you had to drive to Ozarks up into Tennessee. I really just have to drive about an hour from my house to the Chattahoochee National Forest, which is where we're going today. And I've got this beautiful ride. Check, leaves are changing. This is going to be a great trip. We're testing out a whole bunch of new gear. I got these Roam Adventure Co. 105-liter boxes that I'm now storing all my stuff in. I've kind of been whittling things down a little bit, and with that said, I've got the whole JetBoil base camp system as well as the Luna satellite piece, so we're going to be looking at that as well. And then what I'm most excited about is the Moonshade portable awning. I partnered with Moon, and I'd like everybody to check this out. It works perfectly for my Gladiator setup. We'll be to the trailhead in just a few minutes. Alright, this is the entrance. We're going down in Bull Mountain and all the different camp spots, and Jones Creek's where we're headed to. Still touring down some of these side roads, kind of getting up in some elevation. Look at all these trees turning. Just everything's starting to turn colors. It's just a beautiful time to be out in the mountains. It's about 70 degrees today. So using my Onyx app here, it's kind of taking me around in offline mode on the AirPlay, which I've been really happy with this. I was looking at Gaia or Onyx. I went with Onyx because I saw a few things on there I like, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We've hit the little 77A, and now we're starting to go down to Jones Creek. It's temperature dropped from 74 to 70, and it's only noon. This is a great little trek. We have arrived at camp. Let's take a look around. It's pretty sweet actually. There's a river right down there. We've got a fire pit here. Got some waterfalls right up there. I'll go get some pictures of those in a bit and get. Got the Gladiator. I don't know that I could have gotten this any better. We're at 0 and 1 on the pitch and the roll. So this thing's going to be a good setup for the rooftop tent. Got it set up so it comes on this side. All right, let's go ahead and get everything set up. Let's take a look at our camp. So we are really buried in the woods here. We've got a great little opening. Looks like you can fit a couple Jeeps in here. We've got the Gladiator in here, we got the rooftop tent, and we got the moon shade. This is new actually. I did a separate video on this, but I am really excited. I've started a partnership with them, and this is the elite of portable awnings. It weighs about 8 pounds and it's awesome. Again, the company's Moon Shade. I did again separate video on that. Good stuff. Again, we got our Overland Vehicle Systems Nomadic 2. This is what I run, and then I run it on kind of a very low profile billy bar set here. Got molly panels on the side. We've got our cooking area right here. Got our JetBoil, also new for this trip. Went with the full base camp package. Also new for this trip, 2 Rome 105 liter boxes. Interestingly enough, I bought them at the same time. That one has that logo. That one has that logo. A little bit different shocks on the inside too. Again, this is just a great spot. Trying something new out with the Zoleo for GPS messaging because we are way off the grid. This site's pretty good. It's got some logs to sit on. Of course, we got our chairs. It's got a fire pit as well as a cooking grate. So we're gonna light those up in a bit. This is a really old school campsite. It's got the old lantern hangers. Trying out a new hammock from Kutek. I bought this pretty cheap off Amazon. So let's take a look down in the woods here at why this is such a good spot. I am right on Jones Creek. Just a whole bunch of waterfalls, little water rush areas through here, and it just makes a ton of noise. And it's just so nice. If we just kind of go up the creek just a little bit, this is my view. Get down in here, I mean, look at that. I did some drone footage of that. Looks absolutely epic. This is my little slice of heaven. So again, here's base camp. You know, pretty basic actually. I did bring out the Big Buddy heater. It looks like it may get down to about 39 degrees tonight. So not putting that in the tent, but just in case around. Got tons of firewood. Got the bucket if needed. The only downside of this is we're right on this road, but I've been here for 6 hours and I don't think I've seen 3 cars. So these roam boxes are absolutely awesome. So check these things out. I've got one here for kitchen gear. and it holds everything. And then I've got another one for everything else. I got this one fitted with a molly panel so that I could put in. Again, I ordered these at the same time. Has this shock system, and this one has this. I think these are the newer ones. Anyway, I did order an insert here that'll have a bunch of bags so I can really be organized. But one thing I want to do was get everything whittled down, get a lot less of it. So these are pretty sweet. These are waterproof. They got the seals built in. They come down. They got these great latches. You can lock them. And then they got a built-in handle. You can strap these to your car. Also has a built-in bottle opener. Not something I'm going to be using on this trip, but it's pretty nice. So that's that. Getting back to this moon shade. Okay, so you can see how this goes right up to my Gladiator. If we just step back a little bit and take a look, you know, it just opens up. I got 7x9 coverage, 7 wide on the Gladiator, and then it comes out 9 feet. But man, this thing does all the little things. I mean, look at how this is connected in tight. It's got carabiners going to the poles. It's thought of everything. It's got a place for a light that I got plugged in here. So this comes all the way to the side. And the way I've got this mounted, it actually just comes right into the billy bars. So I'm not even strapping it in. All the water will go down to here and come off the side of the Gladiator if we have rain. Kind of fits in here good with this low profile package I have. Again, when we were driving, you know, I like the tent to be below the cab. And so that's why I go with this. And this seemed to be about the only setup I could use. I couldn't use one of those 270s. All right, one last thought here as we're laying in the hammock before the evening hours start, and this is my view above, is I bought a thermocell. You know, it has a 15-foot zone. Didn't pay that much for it. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks at Lowe's. And I wasn't sure if this thing even works. It's just got a 15-foot radius. There are bugs everywhere around here. And I've been laying in this hammock for at least 30 minutes, and I have not had one single bug on me. I think this thing's actually going to work. I actually bought 2 of them to put around the campsite once I start the evening hours. I've had this running most of the day, and there are bugs everywhere. I don't have any on me. There are absolutely none around me. We haven't even started a fire yet. And this thing is worth its weight in gold. I bought a ton of Phillips for this thing, but this thing works great. Very impressed with this. Having some beef fajitas tonight. So there we've got fajitas, sour cream, got some Mexican cheese blend on it, Diet Mountain Dew. Fajitas by a fire. October in North Georgia, what's better? Good morning from the Chattahoochee National Forest. It's about 45 degrees outside. Great night sleeping in the rooftop tent. First thing we got to do is get a fire going, and then we're gonna make some coffee and then make some French toast. All right, so let's go ahead and get the coffee started. So I bought this new JetBoil system with a French press, and it's got, you know, obviously it's got all the awesome stuff here from the base camp, but I did buy the Luna expansion, or satellite station they call it, and then I've got this JetBoil cup here that plugs right into it just like so, fits perfectly in there. It's got a 2-cup line right inside of it, so we're just going to fill that up to 2 cups and get her boiling up, and maybe put a timer, see how long that takes to go. So let's go ahead and turn this up just a little bit. You can kind of hear it go. Let's get a timer going. See how long it takes to boil this. And we are off. In under 3 minutes, we have boiling water, and it was boiling from being cold, so impressive. Let's go ahead and get some coffee going. Go ahead and get that first one in. Let's put a timer on there for 4 minutes. Okay, we are all set up. Hey, when you're setting these up, make sure you got the handle on the outside because your pour strip's going to be here. You can very easily move this around, but let's let it sit and we'll get some coffee. Let's just go ahead and press this down slowly, and it'll push all the coffee to the bottom. Give us a nice, hopefully, a nice set of stuff. This is actually my maiden voyage on this JetBoil. But just sit there for a second. Now I brought a good coffee cup. I have looked at these collapsible ones, these really lightweight ones. I gotta be honest with you, I like a Yeti cup. It just feels better. It keeps everything colder or warmer in this particular case. And when I'm sitting by the fire in the morning before I make breakfast, I just like a good cup. So I'm a Yeti snob. All right, let's go ahead and grab here. Oh, that looks really good. Nice and clean too. I love this little satellite station. Works really good. Very, very, very happy with that. What it has turned out. All right, let's go over here and sit down, enjoy the fire, and have some coffee. This JetBoil companion that goes on the Luna satellite system here, this thing is genius. All of this stuff goes into the pot itself. So we'll go ahead and put the burner itself, go straight down into the pot, put it in the bottom there. This actually comes apart into multiple pieces, so we'll pull it off. Go ahead and undo this. This goes in here as well. Go ahead and kind of just finish wiping this off because I cleaned it really good. Go ahead and put it in there, and we'll go ahead and put our top on. And so it is a self-contained package. And then to protect all of this technology they have in the bottom with these aluminum things, the way this heated up so fast that we're able to boil water, cold water, in less than 3 minutes. It's got a nice cap that goes on the bottom. Get some butter on there. All right. This is breakfast of champion. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in the Chattahoochee National Forest eating French toast. It's about 45 degrees. I got a roaring fire going. Got a good cup of coffee. This is why I do this. Watch the sun come up today. This French toast made on this JetBoil is absolutely awesome. It is perfectly made. It's exactly like when I'm at home and make it. It is just so good. There's no reason not to eat well when you're out on the trail. And last night we had chicken or steak fajitas. Really good. Today we're having French toast. I usually like to mix it up. We have soups, we have a variety of things. More videos to come on that stuff as we start doing more trips like this. But hey, let me know in the comments below if you like this trip or if you have any other ones. So I travel around North Georgia. That's where I'm at. I used to think you had to go very far to get to these stuff. I'm like an hour from my house. So if you stick here on the map, this is where we're located at. Not too far from everything, but again, away from everything. You know what? That's the end of the trip. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell when we got new videos out. You'll be notified quickly. Thanks. Have a great weekend.